We have some guests that stopped by to holler at us the studio.
Very special. We have the Jersey Gods, Naughty by Nature in here. And to be clear, we have all three. Okay, Vin, Tretch, and KG, just to be clear.
The three-man threat.
Yes, so it's a good day.
Fellas, what's good with you, man? Good to see you guys.
Yeah, man.
Good,
hey, we were just in Philly, 3 weeks ago? We did TLA out there. Yeah, Philly came out crazy, man. It was hot.
Well,
and tonight you guys are actually performing at the Sixers halftime show at the concert show.
Yeah, the concert series.
Yeah, the concert series. So that's amazing. A lot of people going to be out there supporting you guys.
Yeah.
That's right.
So you're performing here in Philly, but who's your real team?
Which shit?
You know what? I'm gonna tell you honestly. I did grow up a Sixers fan.
Did you?
I did.
Talk about it.
I'm not even gonna front. I can't claim them though.
Not now. Maybe back when AI was playing, you was claiming them.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And even way back, like Moses Malone days,
Dr. J.
Dr. J,
Yeah.
Cheats and all them, Andrew Toney, all that.
Daryl
Back
Dawkins.
then, back then.
But right now, today, we claiming them Sixers.
I know,
We going in.
I'm gonna claim it today, though.
So
it's a little bit. I'm not even on front. Like people ask, to be honest, they ask me. I say I don't even have a team.
Yeah,
really do.
we are from Jersey, and I remember the time when the Nets actually belonged to us.
Yeah.
You know, how do you guys feel like when Jay-Z moved into Brooklyn?
I know.
I was salty for a while. I ain't had a team for like 2 years.
Damn.
Yeah, I was salty, but I asked my son, my youngest, and I said, yo, we gonna need a local team. Who you want? The Knicks or the Nets? He said, Daddy, I'm going for Brooklyn.
Brooklyn.
Wow. Okay.
I said, all right.
Okay.
He like them black jerseys then. He like
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't make the change, man. I can't go over to the Nets. I'm a Knicks kind of girl, you know?
Oh, okay.
It was always either the Knicks or the Sixers. Like when I was growing up, it was AI and everything. So I don't know if I can make the transition to the
I
Nets.
had some Nets tickets for a minute too, and they traded Kenyon Martin, and I threw my tickets.
Out of here. Vinny and KG performing tonight, halftime at the Sixers game. I mean, it's a series that's going on, right?
Yeah, this is the third part of the series. So, yeah, Montel Jordan was on. I think Whoop, there it is. Tag team was on. So now you guys are on tonight. What song are you doing? You Hip Hop Array, right?
I don't know. We're going to surprise them.
No medley?
They usually let us go in with a medley, yo. And it's special because we're celebrating our 25th anniversary
I was just
this
going to
year.
say that, yeah.
And I'm glad you said that because that was one of my questions to all you guys. You guys been in the game for a long time since, the late 80s. And the evolution of hip-hop have changed over the years. We were just talking to 2 Chainz the other day, and he was saying now people just drop albums and do promo after the album is dropped. And you guys you would hop in the van, hop in the bus, go across the country, do promo, go to every radio station, go to every newspaper, go to every event. How do you guys feel like the evolution of hip-hop has changed so much?
That was in the analog days, when the labels and the system had control of the content. Right now, because of the digital age, there's literally no control of the content. So it moves very, very fast. And I'm so glad we got in early when we did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's crazy now. People don't even like to drop music anymore because of streaming and how all the monetization is just chopped in half. You lose half of the music industry's income because of that. But right now, I mean, like a guy 2 Chainz or even Future, I mean, because of the digital age, you get a hit record, it's all over the world, it's all over everyone. Everyone
instant.
has their own phone.
Literally.
It's crazy.
Push the button and it's all over. Everywhere. Not just here too. It's international when you push the button.
It's not about servicing records anymore or going, that day's over.
Yeah, it's crazy. But the thing that I love, actually, when we did TLA a couple of weeks ago, we did that venue. Future was playing right around the corner.
Yeah.
So our venue was packed out. I'm sure his venue was packed out. And that's the thing about being around 25 years.
The Fillmore?
That
was our party.
That
was our concert. We were celebrating our 4-year anniversary as a morning show. That was our turn up.
You guys were doing the Future show.
Yeah.
So you guys said forget Naughty by Nature.
We didn't know.
That's a testament to it, though. We're around 25 years. Our venue was packed, and Future's out there rocking with y'all with the radio. Everything is current, and of course that was popping off. But the beauty of it is everyone has their lane.
Yeah, right.
4-year anniversary, Young Bucks.
Damn, sorry. As a team, we all been doing things, prior to that for a minute.
Legends.
So in celebrating 25 years of the debut album, you guys were on tour. How was that compared to like being on tour before?
27 shows in 33 days. Like,
wow.
Yeah, that was
That's rough.
And it haven't been it's been a while too since we've done a bus run like that.
Yeah.
So we were like, we're starting off the year early, and it was pretty much the winter time. So we like, we'll set off the year by getting on a tour bus, rocking out all around the country, and just letting the people know that we're setting up for an incredible year. And now that we finished that leg, we got more to go.
Right.
Tons more to go.
Is there an album coming between you guys?
Yeah, we're gonna work on it.
Because I saw the Kickstarter campaign that you guys tried to raise some money for.
I think people kind of
that starter got kicked.
Well, the goal was $100,000, right? That's a lot of money.
not really. Not
No?
really.
Oh, well, break it down to us.
I just think that maybe some artists aren't delivering projects, and for consumers, like, why wait a year or so for an album when I can just hold my money, and when you drop it, I'll go support it.
Right.
So, and I think just we tried it because it's something new. We're totally independent.
Yeah.
We could always go out of pocket, but if we could have raised the funds and just made it happen, we didn't have to go out of pocket. But, there's always different creative ways to make that happen. And we work all year anyway, so it's nothing to jump there in the studio.
Yeah.
Celebrating 25 years.
25 years.
Yep. Gonna be at the Sixers halftime show tonight, performing live.
Yeah.
Y'all gonna be out here, man.
Now,
naughty.
Church, you just made a little appearance on Love and Hip Hop with BBOD. What's your affiliation with them? Are you uncle? Are you close friend to the family?
Yeah. My OG DB from Uptown.
DB.
Yeah, we known each other for like 25 years. So it's like I seen the babies growing up.
Yeah.
So that's like my bro. So they nieces right there for sure.
So you mentoring the group BBOD?
Well, they asked me for some advice on some things, and I directed a video, and so it's like we tighten it. I'm about to do a hosting birthday party coming up for Mo in Jersey, so we stay tight.
Well, DB is Mo Money's father,
right?
So that's where that affiliation comes. And DB was actually telling me that he used to rock with Biggie and stuff like that. So
that's right.
I want to talk to you about what you said about Kim and Kanye because of what Kanye said about Tupac. Because obviously you were very close to Tupac, and you were a little disrespected by what Kanye said. Can you elaborate a little bit on that?
They were saying? They heard something like. They said, "Oh man, what that wasn't what he actually said then." But like I know close people inside, and he said some slick stuff in the day. You know what I mean? And I leave it like that. And it's like, for anybody, that's like saying something about Biggie or anything. It's like if they not here to defend themselves, no matter who it is, I feel like certain things shouldn't be said if it ain't just always on top. Don't switch it later. So that's that and whatever, but that tells the character of some people.
Right, true statement.
So can you tell us about your affiliation with Tupac and how close you guys were?
Man, I mean, we first met out on the road like in 1990. Once again, thanks Queen Latifah taking me off the streets and having me out there as a roadie. He was a roadie for Digital Underground. So it was the Public Enemy, Queen Latifah, Heavy D, Digital Underground tour. So this all was one tour, and he was a roadie for Digital Underground. I was a roadie for Queen Latifah, which is carrying bags, getting your hustle on from the back,
putting in the work,
on stage doing a little freestyle. Pac was out there doing same song and doing the Humpty with Digital. So once we met, we got our little per diem money, and we was like, let's go get some weed, hit the hood. And that was our bond from there. And after that, it was like we known each other forever. And the funny thing is, I had read for the role of Bishop, thanks to Flavor Unit. Queen Latifah had me like, yo, you just can't do the music. You got to get up into something else, like acting and everything else. So when I went and read, I didn't know what I was doing. So I went up there, and he go up in there, and he throwing everything and chairs, and I'm like thinking he about to fight. So I'm like, what's up? He said, I just read for the role. I said, oh, you better have got it.
Yeah. Tupac played that role, though, Bishop. Tupac played that role.
And
The funny thing even about Juice is that my daughter, she's 15, she sat me down the other day and said, hey, Dad, come watch Juice with me.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
She had
That is
already
a
seen it,
classic.
though. Yeah.
It's a classic. You have to see that.
The transition for year after year after year, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was tired too. And I was like, nah, y'all go ahead and watch it. Then I sat down, and once you start watching it, you can't go to sleep. You can't get up and leave.
Right.
So
Yeah.
I just
Did
ended
you
up watching.
realize Uptown Anthem was in the?
Well, she knew already because her and Keita was watching it. Keita showed her about it, and then she wanted to watch it again. They love that movie.
Did
They
she
both
realize I was the Dominican and Rodamez gang?
Everybody knows.
Speaking of daughters, ain't Tretch. I see they renewed Growing Up Hip Hop, the daughter show. So
Yeah.
congrats on that.
No
Yeah.
doubt. Shout out to my boo. She's out there for another season.
Yeah.
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 Speaking of that 55 degrees, it's beautiful out there. I think
It is
it was
beautiful.
a little warmer yesterday, too.
Man, it was warm at home. It's brick down here when we came out. It's 6 in the morning.
Y'all came really, really
Right.
early.
What's the forecast? Brick. Listen, so we have a lot of the callers talking about you guys are the OGs and you guys represent real hip hop and real lyricism and how the music now is watered down and things like that. How do you guys feel about that? The old artists versus the new artists, and then also like some of the newer artists coming out of Jersey.
I mean, it's talent wherever area you come through. It's just we basically came from the spit game. Like you had to have lyrics, content, talking about something, and it's like you couldn't have just a one-tone album just in the club or just at a trap house. Or you had to have concepts, different moods, swings, man, and that's how it was. Like now it's just more of that type of vibe and more of a in the club dancing and turn up and everything else. I mean, it always switched. Like every 10, 15 years, the whole game get a whole new sound and a whole new wave. So, I mean, that's the beauty of hip hop. When we came out, they kept saying every 5 years it wasn't going to be here 5 years later.
Yeah.
So long as it's still out there and everything else, it's just if you're an artist, come out there and make something that's going to stand out. You know
Right.
what I'm saying?
If you don't like what's out there, then
Show them how to do it.
Well, how do you feel about the younger artists out of Jersey, like a Fetty Wap or a Joe Budden that are out here doing stuff?
I mean,
Joe's a vet now.
Yeah, Joe's a spitter and everything
right. Well,
else.
compared to like you talk, Joe came out maybe like in the 200s, 2000s. Sorry.
Yeah.
So, but there's like a hierarchy. You guys are like the OGs. And
But
then,
even like with Fetty Wap, I don't know, something about Jersey, man. They come out, they got them catchy songs.
You like a
boy.
Fetty Wap?
So you gonna hear, you gonna rock to
yeah, I
it
should
anyway.
see Dredge dancing right now.
Yeah,
This is what I do as a veteran artist, and even my peers and even just hip hop fans who are our age. I always say this: imagine you in your house and you walk past your child's room and they're in there doing what they consider hip hop. Would you go in that room and say, you know what, son or daughter? Your hip hop is whack because it's not what I grew up on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, that happens. The thing is that happens.
Constructive
But that happens.
criticism, but you don't want to just
But that
crap
happens.
on the youth.
Nah,
like that.
But that
You know what?
happens.
Right,
Because
you know
she'll
what?
turn around, your kid will turn around and be like, well, look, Dad, you're whack because what you're doing now ain't happening.
And that's valid.
Well, we have good representations. We have a Kendrick and a J. Cole kind of keeping
That's
it
right.
all alive.
Yeah.
You know?
I think my whole thing is that I feel like that I don't like everything now, and I didn't like everything back in our time either. And nobody
Yeah.
did either. It was
Right.
always whack songs out in every era.
a whack DJ, a sucker MC,
Suck MC,
whack
a suck
stage
DJ.
shows.
So
Yup. And that's in every time. That's in every era.
It's funny though, cause my kids turn me on to a lot of songs and stuff
I know
that
that's
I
right.
never even
Yeah.
heard, and I get up
Yeah.
in
Like
there
what?
doing the Bobby Smurder and stuff.
Yeah,
I know that's
Hey, there's some hot boy.
Yeah, they turn me on. I'm like, yeah, I like that.
Just get with some of that ASAP mob.
when I was
Yes, ASAP.
when I was prepping for today, I was looking at a few lists that said top groups of all time. This one list I was looking at, you guys came in at number 17 of all time. But it's like
Jesus, how many people? Groups?
Yeah,
You talking about groups
of
or
all
hip hop
time.
groups?
Hip hop groups.
Jesus, we
yeah.
17 in that?
Yeah,
That ain't a lot of hip hop groups.
UGK was 16, Brand Nubian 15, Ghetto Boys 14, 13 Fugees, Mobb Deep 12,
Yes.
Salt and Pepper 11.
I'm offended.
10 was Beastie Boys, 9 was De La Soul, EPMD 8, Outkast 7, NWA 6, The Roots 5, Public Enemy 4, Wu-Tang 3, Tribe Called Quest 2, and number 1 was Run DMC.
Run DMC.
Yeah, I'm not even going to
You gotta
dispute a
do
lot of that top stuff. I'm not going to
like, I'm
dispute.
not gonna go
Not a lot of the top stuff. I'm not going to dispute that, but I'm offended at 17.
Wu-Tang is
And this is Kay saying that. I'm offended.
I'd rather be underrated than overrated.
I know that's right.
Okay.
I feel that, but I'm
Word
offended
up,
at
man.
17.
But my question to you is, most of the groups on this list are classic groups.
Yeah.
Why do you think there are no new groups that come out that can
There is
survive?
no new groups. That's the thing.
Well, there's ASAP Mob, TDE.
ASAP
But
Mob.
those
That's
are
a
just
clan.
clans.
That's a clan.
Like, those
It's
are
like
crews
Wu-Tang.
and
And
squads.
it's a lot of,
They're
lot
not
of solo
groups.
artists.
Yeah.
A lot
They're
of
not
solo
groups.
artists. Yeah.
There's a lot of solo
and
artists
again,
out now.
I think
There's no
there's
groups
a lot
anymore.
of solo artists out here, and I think it's just the sign of the times with the game, man. Look, I remember just radio stations. It used to be tons of people running
Yeah.
around here. If you go on a record
ain't
label
nobody
right
here.
now, it's like there's nobody there.
Yeah.
So digital killed a lot, and it killed a lot of jobs. It killed a lot of artist development.
Yeah.
So now you may only be able to afford a solo artist.
Listen,
You know what I'm saying?
You
It's
gotta
only
get-
budget.
The
for
budget.
one
Yeah,
guy.
yeah, yeah.
You gotta
That's
get that
it.
Kickstarter popping, right?
Hey, we got our homegirl from Jersey up in East Orange down here, Sadia. I'm sure she wasn't asked about that list. Sadia would have had us number one.
Number 1, yeah.
See, the thing, it's just this. The disrespect comes, like I just see it. And after 40
Miss
years,
Kisses.
not. It's just they always want a top 5 list or a top 10 list. It's like, what are you talking about? A 5-year span, or for 40 years you can't come up with no top 10.
I agree.
Right. Say this is the top 10
Yeah.
of
Agreed.
all time. It's disrespecting the whole culture, man.
Agreed.
It's like you gotta have 50 up there. What's the top 50 to it or more?
Right.
It's like it's so many great artists. Not they have to go platinum. They have to do this, but it's some real live artists from then to now. So somebody should be on that list from each era and
Yeah.
everything else.
Agreed.
Not
Well,
just
look, and my thing is this. I just take a look at my itinerary and say, hey, we're not doing too bad.
There you
I know
go.
that's right.
There
Collecting
you
them
go.
checks.
Speaking of your itinerary, tonight is going down halftime at the Sixers game, right?
yeah.
All right. We thank you guys for coming through. Any quick shout outs to any family, friends out here?
Yeah, my niece, Yvette Brown, she's down here. She's a teacher, and she was driving into work. She listens to Power 99.
Hey, man.
What's up, Yvette?
Like we just said, Sadia Jackson down here. Who else? Miss Kisses.
One of our number 1 fans.
Yeah, Miss Kisses out here.
out here
Yeah.
doing it. And you know we Jersey, so Trenton, Camden, all down there.
Yeah.
Philly, and yo, we always Taj Mahal. Where you at? The
Yeah.
youngsters. You
Yeah.
already know
Youngsters,
it's the
yeah.
number 1.
Sean McNabb. Sean McNabb.
Sean
Yeah.
McNabb.
My man, Coach.
You know
What's up,
who,
Coach?
I follow a lot on social media. Freeway.
Freeway,
Yeah.
definitely. Yeah,
Freeway.
definitely, y'all.
Freeway.
Yeah.
Shout the Beans, the Broad
Beans,
Street
Beans,
Bully.
Yes, of course.
Yeah.